Hey everybody, welcome back to Elden Ring. Uh, so we changed up builds a little bit. I'd said that I was going to keep my faith build for the rest of the game, probably. But I was thinking about swapping over to an int build when I went to New Game Plus, but got a bunch of really cool spells. I got a really cool weapon I wanted to try out, so here we are. This is the current build. I did a little bit of extra grinding. I did like an hour's worth of rune farming. Um, we're looking at 60 vigor, 40 mind, 25 endurance. Honestly, I probably don't need all that endurance. We have 16 strength and 11 dexterity. That's just enough to use the Darkmoon Greatsword. 60 intelligence, 10 faith, 10 arcane. We're at 11 arcane because of the Maya's Mask. So we're using the Raging Wolf set plus the Mariah's Mask. And the Mariah's Mask gives us one extra arcane. Not that big of a deal. We're using the Erdtree's Favor, Cerulean Amber Medallion plus 2, Graven School Talisman, and Radagon Icon. I might swap the Radagon Icon out for something else, but this is what we're using right now. We have the Darkmoon Greatsword at plus 9 and the Carrion Regal Scepter at plus 8. This is still the best scepter. I did also upgrade the Carrion Glintstone Staff because it boosts sword sorceries, which I have been liking. And the Carrion Regal Scepter boosts Full Moon, but it has better scaling. I could probably take this one a little further, and if I take the Carrion Glintstone Staff all the way up to a pretty high upgrade level, it might be better. But I did some testing, and even where they currently are at, this one is still better damage even when using sword sorceries, so I'll just stick with this one for now. We are at 262 sorcery scaling, though, with an int scaling, S scaling and int. I do still have the Clawmark Seal, obviously. I have all the same gear. Just swapped up what I'm using. I got the pulley bow on just because it has the lowest stat requirements with a really long range. I haven't bothered to upgrade it yet or anything. I might swap over to a different bow, but it will require more dex for most of them. As well as there's a couple different sword options. Like, there's a lot of really cool int weapons I might want to try. Like, we got that flail. It's in my stash right now. But we got that flail from... what's his name? His name is Astel. We got the flail from Estelle, so I might want to try that out. I was doing a little bit of co-op here in the Altus Plateau, just to kind of get used to the build. Right now, I'm using the Carrion Greatsword. Not too much in the way of FP, as well as Carrion Piercer. We're using Rock Sling. We're using Comet. We are also using Comet Azure, which we picked up in the last episode, actually. It is the first one that we've picked up that actually has 3 slots required. And I can show off how I've been using that. I don't think I have anything else that requires more than 1 slot. Yeah. I also... Does this have a weight? It doesn't even have a weight. So I have the Frenzied Flame Seal because it's the only one that I can equip on this build, because I don't have enough faith for any of the other ones. Well, actually, I can use the Clawmark Seal still. But it's actually worse scaling because this has int scaling on it. And there is an int scaling seal. Think, what's it called? We picked it up in the last episode. I think the last one, maybe the one before. The Golden Order Seal. This one has DD, but it requires 17 faith. And it does boost fundamentalist incantations, which are the ones that require int. So I might invest a little bit of faith into this, just so I can use some of these incantations with this build. But I'll probably respec and play around with it a little bit. In the meantime, I just have the Frenzied Flame Seal. because the Law of Regression here heals all ailments and dispels all special effects. Would be a pretty nice one to use, and I have the stats for it, so it's just a really good heal all kind of thing. Not like a heal HP, but it heals all ailments, so we don't have it currently equipped. I'll show off the spells here. This one is actually channeled, which I'm sure you guys have seen. This one uses quite a lot of FP, but we have in our flask the eliminate all FP consumption, and this is kind of insane. Watch this. We drink this and then cast it. Yeah. Kind of insane, right? And then it starts going. Kind of nuts. Pretty damn cool. Can channel it for that whole time. This one I've been liking a lot. When you cast it normally, it's like alright. But if you charge it up fully, the area is huge. So I've been having good luck with this in PvP. People miss the roll on this all the time. And then we just have failing homing soul mass, you know, the standard kind of setup. So yeah, that's what I'm using right now. Some big spells. I don't know how useful Comet Azure will be for PvP, but for PvE, for like bosses and stuff, it's kind of nuts. So that's why I have it, since I will probably end up using it for stuff like that. Yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna put Rocksling on. We have the double tree sentinels here, which I have not tried yet. Oh, also you can see I've swapped over. I'm using Radahn's Great Rune. Also some Littell here. Damage from the Moonlight skill. Well, I can definitely get it. Littell was not drawing aggro very well, and I still don't have a lot of experience with spellcasting in this game, so getting used to some of that. Seems absolutely doable, though. So I'm gonna go for it. Let's go for Comet as my range spell. Well, we are going to do this, and then this, and then this. Well, big damage. Erd Tree, Great Shield, and a Hero's Rune, as well as 20k runes. Erd Tree, Great Shield. Golden Retaliation. Ready the shield to unleash its protective incantation. This will dispel sorceries and incantations, retaliating with golden power. Oh, you know, I think I saw a video talking about a glitch with that shield, where you can, I think is it an incantation you can do that damages, like self-damages yourself? Or maybe it's like a weapon art that does it that you can use, and it like causes the retaliation to like constantly trigger, so you can like spam it, I'm pretty sure. I remember seeing something along those lines. So yeah, that's the build. Damage is looking pretty dang good. Not a lot of physical, obviously, but it's a ton of magic damage, and then it gets buffed with frost damage when I do the Moonlight Greatsword. So, like, if we take a look at our two-handed AR right now, it is 684, and then if I buff it, it goes up to 749. So it's not a ton of extra damage, but it is extra damage, and the charged R2s do the frost slashes, and you might notice that doesn't cost FP. So in previous iterations of the Moonlight Greatsword, those beams did extra damage, but as long as you have the buff, they used to cost like FP to use, or in like Dark Souls 1 it was durability. But as long as you have the buff now, they're completely free. So you just have to use the buff, frost buff. You can't use any other weapon buffs on it, because it is a somber weapon. But pretty dang cool. So yeah, that's the build we're going with right now. That's what we have set up currently, and I think I'm going to enjoy it. We're gonna hop over to the Forbidden Lands now, because we have all of this to do. I didn't look at any of this yet, so it is a snowy area, so maybe us going with a frost weapon is, you know, not a great idea, but it does magic damage too, so I don't know how useful the frost build-up will be, but I know for PvP this is going to be a really fun build, I think, and obviously the Comet Azure, not super useful for PvP, but ooh. have a little bit of black flame. So I'm also, you might be able to tell, not using the assassin blades, which I've always used them so far. So this will be an experience. Before I go like too deep into exploration, I do really want hold on. I want to get the map. But I'll look around a little bit. That's just a skull. Seems to be a fairly straight path so far. And I'm going to be using one-handed attacks a lot because they're about the same speed, and two-handing will only give me a tiny bit extra. It doesn't do anything for the magic damage, right? So it'll give me like a tiny bit. I did hear a jingle. It'll give me a tiny bit of extra physical damage when I two-hand, but it also increase the stamina cost like significantly. Like, take a look at. Oh, I'm out of combat. I guess can't. Trust me, two-handed attacks are going to use more stamina per swing. And they're not going to be that much more damage, so it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We haven't really fought these guys too much, but the only other place we've seen them really was like in the Beastial Sanctum. There's Grand Lift rolled. But yeah, it was like in and around the Beastial Sanctum. Looks like it might be doable. We can get up here. Yeah, okay. If they intended us to go there, it wouldn't be so difficult. Did see a golden sapling, though. Just the one. We have seen a couple now that have twos. It's worth checking, I'd say. Somber 7. If we can get another Somber 9, I'll actually be able to get the Catalyst up to +9 as well. Both the Catalyst and weapon I'm using are Somber weapons, so they require one of each stone. One of their respective stones. So a lot of the flask beetles. $2,600. Wow. This is the same kind of enemy that we saw outside of the Beastial Sanctum. Alright. We got 2 more weapons. Twin Blade. So it looks like the same ones we had before, but these ones deal holy damage instead of pure physical. I bet you this one can't be buffed, I bet, as well. Same with this. We have the black ones have the built-in holy damage instead of pure physical. Interesting. Got quite a few interesting things picked up. But, okay. That's that. And we have the medallion for this lift as well. I'm going to come back and explore a lot of these areas once I have the map. I'd really like to get the map so that I can see the whole area. There is another one of these fortune teller people here, though. We can also level up here. Debating if I want to keep pushing mind for more FP, or if I want to. I'm just going to start dumping intelligence to get more damage. I think our FP is pretty good.
You're turn back. Ahead lies the land of the giant's flame, and the way forth is forbidden. Hear me. The burning of the Earth Tree is the first cardinal sin. Doing so will unbind destined death and slay the world itself. Who would dare put you up to such a task? Most certainly not the Fingers. Your finger.
Ah, okay, top of the lift, I just saw the map thing. And you'll see there, I did two-hand my weapon there because I was going to be doing jumping attacks to try and stagger the boss. And two-handing your weapon does increase the amount of stagger damage you deal, so in most cases I still want to two-hand it. Even though I didn't stagger him until the very end. So it probably would have been better to just stand at his feet and do one-handed R1s, but here we are. I wonder what the significance is that outside the Beastial Sanctum in Caelid is where we found these same enemies. Perhaps, I want to say it's oh, what is his name? I don't remember his name, but I wonder if the Covenant guy for the Beastial Sanctum, I wonder if he is a giant. Because that might make sense if he's from the land of the giants, that they would be near him, right? That makes sense in my brain anyways, kinda. Oh, that's another mausoleum, it looks like. Mountaintops of the giants. Fire Blossom. Well, we do have the map now. Okay. So the Forbidden Lands area seems pretty straightforward. There does appear to be some stuff down there, but I'll wait until I have a Grace up here to teleport back to, so that I don't have to wait through all that again. Ah, there we go. Went through the cutscene of the lift and all that. Also, I very well may mix up my spells as I go and try new things, because you never know what I'm going to find out that I like. It look like there was some stuff over here, though. Yeah. I don't know that there would be, like, caves or anything, but I can give everything a quick once over. Oh, it's shadows. It looked like it might have been tracks. Okay, that appears to be all. Well, we got a lot more to... Oh, this keeps going up here. Okay. With something on either. So, oh, we finally got rid of all this in the middle now. Okay. And it looks like we can't go to any of this. It's just more mountainous stuff, I guess. But we have an area here, and then it looks like a very thin pathway coming up to this section. Another minor Erd tree, and our next Volcano Manor request, which I want to do promptly. I'd like to get them all done before I go back to finish off Mount Gelmir. Gelmir? This area does seem fairly linear, though. So, we'll see. It's a bunch of, like, spirit animals. Zamor Ruins. Huh. I'm thinking maybe I do swap this one out for the Assassin's Crimson Dagger still. So I do still use a weapon quite a lot. FP is pretty covered. And I think the HP sustain will be quite nice still. We're using a very heavy weapon as well, right? So we're going to stagger people quite often with this thing. I wasn't expecting them to be enemies. I was expecting them to just be, you know, like birds. I think right now I don't really have any fast spells. I think that's where my current setup is lacking. So perhaps I will put on one of the earlier glintstone sorceries that have a fast cast speed, so that I have something that I can spam out. Even glintstone pebble might be pretty good to deal with like small enemies like that. There's our stairs down. Now, is this going to be a boss? No. What do we got? Oh. That's not what I was expecting, but I am not upset to see that. We can buy all the way up to 6 now, so I have no problem with upgrading the other carrion Oh, these guys, no joke. Oh, I thought I was dead. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Oh. Oh. Well. All right then. Here. So we are going to do. How fast does this fire? Not super fast. Like if we compare that to Glintstone Pebble, what's the difference? Like pretty significant. So I will still put Pebble on, and I'll go for regular Comet as well. So let's do Glintstone Pebble, Comet, maybe Glintstone Arc will be a good one. I do like this one a lot. I like to have this. I love the look of some of these, so let's just test out some of these other spells as well. I don't know how useful the ice is going to be here. Yeah, let's try these out. And then this way I have some quicker options as well, you know? And see about two-handing maybe. This two-handing doesn't change our 685. Yeah, it's 10 extra damage. was out of range. Just take it nice and slow, one at a time. I say one at a time, and then, you know, 3 of them. She's still kicking. super cool and very weird enemies. Does look like up this way we can get up to the top section. Also, each of these guys give back flasks, so not too bad. The projectile on the Darkmoon Greatsword, very fun. Oop. Okay. Somber 7. Well, this is a very annoying enemy. I have this feeling that we are going to fight a bird boss. Powers of Punishment. That is a sorcery. You can also hear another beetle. Wounds caster to unleash Trail of Bloodthorns. Ah, okay. There's definitely a way to get up top. I just don't know where it is yet. Okay. Couldn't backstab for some reason. Not being able to backstab that enemy is quite weird. The tomb will be down there. Is there a grace here, though? Doesn't look like it. Probably one on the other side. So, let's go to the tomb. Beast Eye Quivers. That's good news. Let's refill on everything. I'm also going to go to my flasks, and I'm going to go to 10 and 4. I don't find myself using my sorceries enough that I need that. Like, I don't need 6. That's far more than I'll use, so... Nice. And these guys drop Smithing Stone 6. That's very nice. I imagine they're going to be very expensive to buy, so... Although I will buy them, as many as I can get for free, I'll take. Ooh. That is definitely death. Another one, huh? Be wary of Updog. Holy shit, that's a great message. We'll check that out in a moment. Charging up your R2s, by the way, does in fact make it stronger. It is a dead end here. So it's like an extra 100 damage, it looks like. From my testings around there. Okay. That it? Oh no, this is a different room. Thought this was the same room I was at before. Maybe it is? Hold on. What am I missing? Oh, this is different. This is just another case of, like, what happened when we were doing the other thing. You know, so specific, right? When we were doing another tomb, the one below Landell, we had the same thing where it looked like we were in the same spot, but it was indeed something different. Okay. Brave Glove Ward 8. Nice. We can upgrade our wolves again. There's a couple different summons I wouldn't mind trying out as well. See, if I don't charge it, we're dealing, 1,000, and then when I do charge it, much more. As for projectile attacks, it's one of the most effective that we have access to. Range attacks, like not just damage-wise, but like for FP consumption as well, when we take that into consideration. It's very efficient FP-wise as well, because you only pay that upfront cost once. And there is the thing that actually decreases the cost of... Oh, nice. That decreases the cost of skills. The FP cost of skills, that is. Sorry about that. Here we go. Again, huh? do this one more time. We are in the same one now that we've been through. It's like 2 sections. Because, yeah, this goes up way too far. This is a weird area, huh? Let's try taking the lift on this second one and seeing what happens. It's like we have our first drop down here. And this takes us to, like, if we look, yeah. I don't know. I'm very confused. Is there something under the lift? There is. Okay. Okay, this is what we were actually looking for. Very confusing dungeons when they do this stuff, but not too bad. Thankfully. So, let's not even bother resting. We will buff our weapon. Then we'll do this. Then we'll go in, we'll summon Littell. Well. Oh my god. Oh, the frostbite proc there as well. The AI just like gave up there. All right, golden seed, glovewort picker's bell bearing 2. How much does that let us buy up to is the question. 4, 5, and 6. Very nice. We got a chest here as well. This should be the death root. Let's go. Nice. Dude, the messages in this game never cease to amaze me. Okay. Well, that was that. Let's go to the Beastial Sanctum. Hand in I mean, not that we're using bestial incantations anymore, but hey, why not? I'm not sure how many this is now, but
I won't forget. Again. Mine appetite. My sin. I must have more. I must consume more.
ah, it's a weapon. And it is a holy damage weapon. Regal Bestial Claws. Slam the hammer into the ground, rending the land asunder with the armament's 5 bestial claws. Right hammer with a striking end modeled to resemble 5 beastly claws. The black nails protruding from golden fur are said to represent Serash, Lord of Beasts, who went on to become King Godfrey's regent. So, Serash, Lord of Beasts, boss for sure. Grail, that's this guy's name.
Feed.
Grail. I don't know why that just came to me, but I believe that's correct. This is called like Grail's Dragon Burial, right? I think that's right. Who did we kill? We killed a magma worm in Mount Gelnir, and it said we had a new thing available. So what do we have available now? Magma breath. Channel worm to spew magma breath. All right. If Dragon Maw is any close to as good as Dragon Claw, it's probably insanely good. I do kind of want to do a full Arcane Faith Dragon build at some point as well. Maybe that'll be one of my future playthroughs, but... as I have learned, I think Vadi showed this in his most recent video, we've been, like, scrolling out and then, like, moving over to the round table, like, down here, every time we want to teleport. Apparently, like 100 hours into the game, I have finally learned that I can just do that to go to the round table. So that's cool. If you press Y, it brings up Sites of Grace, and if you press X, it automatically just goes to the round table. So that's good to know, I guess. I'm gonna go buy 5 and 6 level stones. And let's see, 5. I'm gonna buy up to 12 of each. I have 8, so I'll buy 4 of these. Got 10 of these, so I'll buy 2. And then I'm gonna upgrade the Carrion Staff. So this is the Carrion Royal, Regal Scepter, and it's at +8 right now. But we also have the Carrion Glintstone Staff, which is a regular upgrade, which we should be able to take much higher now. So we have it up to +18 now, and I want to see how the stats differ. So it is still Lattice, but it's actually really good. And I have a feeling once I take it all the way to 25 versus this at +10, I wonder like how they're gonna differ. I have a feeling this might still be better, but also the the Frenzied Flame, that uses Sombers. And I want to check the Fundamentalist one and see how much it requires as well. Since I don't think I'll be using many Fundamentalist incantations, but it does boost it heavily from int as well as your faith, so let's put some of this stuff away. Just in case I want to parry. Oh, it doesn't even have parry on it. I'll put parry on it, but just in case I want to parry something, I'll have that in my inventory. And here, grab that. By the way, if you're wondering where I got this Carian Regal Scepter, it is the...
Well, I took you for no matter without your arm.
It is the int catalyst you get from Renala's Remembrance. So this also uses Somber. But as you can see, even just upgrading it once puts it to C for int scaling. It does require 17 faith, but if I want to use some incantations on this build, it'll be a very good choice for that. I really don't like Meteorite. I think it's too slow. Honestly, I think for the amount of charge up time it takes, it's just not worth the amount of FP it costs. Like, Glintstone Pebble deals like 2/3 the damage and costs like 1/3 the FP. So just like FP consumption wise, I'll just use Comet if I want to use a big hit. Even though it looks really cool, it's just not as good. I will equip the Law of Regression as well. What else do I want here before that, though? Sure, a couple of these are quite fun. I bet these are pretty good as well for spamming. Wonder how good the gavel is, because when I got that I was really interested in it, but I never ended up using it. So we can give that a shot. Okay. And then we'll give some of these a test. So the one in our last slot here, this one, we have to equip this for. But that does cure all ailments, which is pretty insane. So that's cool. That includes like Scarlet Rot, it includes death, or it alleviates death buildup anyways. Obviously, if you have it, you die, but... The AoE on that seems pretty fun. Like, I bet the shockwave on that catches people off guard quite a lot. So perhaps we'll try it out. Glintstone Pebble seems to be the way to go most of the time still, but just as Soul Arrow is the way to go in many Souls games. Although Farron Flash Dart was kind of terrible in Dark Souls 3 in my opinion. Just kind of like the equivalent. I don't know if there is a faster version of the spell I could go with or not. Lost Ashes. I got a lot of Lost Ashes if I ever feel like duplicating. But ooh, there aren't a lot of circumstances where I feel like duplicating an Ash of War is very necessary. Yeah. Saw that one coming. 10k on the crit. Very nice. A somber 8. That's quite nice. Oh, hello. Haven't seen you in a while.
To think we'd meet in such a place. What could your purpose possibly? No. I know well enough who you are. And what I know is good enough for me. Call upon me again, in battle, should you have the need.
I will.
I'm searching for a fort to the north of the ruins. I heard the master of the fort was given a medallion that allowed him to visit the Halig tree. Indeed. I believe that is where Melania will be found. The Halig tree is hidden somewhere in these northern lands.
And indeed where one of the great runes is, so we'll be going there.
I'm searching for a fort to the north of the... I heard...
And I'm not entirely convinced that this isn't Melania. Or maybe this is like one of Melania's daughters or something, but come on. The arm is spot on. She's got the same red hair. I'm pretty certain. Like, okay, she has moved on. Okay, just took a little bit of a food break. Let's get back into this. So, I do kind of want to like rush over to the request. It's looking like we'll have to go through here and then go like somewhere around here to get up top before we can start exploring the rest of this. Question is, are there more giants or just this one? Not too bad. Demi-humans. it is. Do we have a grace here? Doesn't look like it. There might be one further up ahead somewhere. Let's just check in behind here quick, since it should be a dead end. Maybe there's one up here. Maybe. Let's just go do the red sign while we're here. So I don't see a grace, and it's not that far. If we die, that is. I don't know how tough this guy's gonna be, but Moonlight Greatsword charged R2s are, or Darkmoon Greatsword charged R2s tend to be pretty dang good, though. He's using the Bloodhound quick step. Oh, it's this guy. I just realized who we're fighting. Cool whip. And Hoslow's Pedal Whip, helmet and armor. He does have sick armor, so that's cool. Where's his helmet, though? It's a pretty wild-looking helmet. And his armor? Oh, dude, his armor is so good. Why is his armor so good? How does it look with the Mariah's mask? Yeah, I love this armor, so I'm gonna wear it. Is there something that looks better with? How does the red hood look? Terrible. Now that ain't a terrible look. I mean, his helmet also kind of just wild. I do kind of love the hilarious looking stuff as well. There's just like the classic knight helm, but it doesn't have the same kind of luster. What's the iron? Different coloration. Maybe just the Mariah's mask. Maybe we put on the rest of this armor set as well. Better poise. A little heavier though. Cool armor set. I'll wear it. Okay, now we can keep exploring. Up top. And then once we find another grace, we will head back towards, or we'll teleport to Volcano Manor. A merchant. I wonder if there's a grace here as well. Ah, okay.
Is someone accustomed? Well,
So, rune arcs, we'll buy all 3. The Vagabond set. About time. That's the starting set for the Vagabond. Might as well buy all of those. Might as well build up those. Okay. So this is right above this grace. So let's go to Volcano Manor. See what new missions we can do.
I see that you've stayed the path of champions. This is your usual reward. Please, take it.
Taker's cameo.
Perhaps you are ready. Might you see our Lord? Our Lord will no doubt welcome you. Another kindred spirit, treading the path of champions. Yes, as it should be. Now, close your eyes for a moment. I will transport you to the Lord's chamber. Farewell, then. May your visit be fruitful.
Now, we were told that there's only one way to be able to harm this guy. Something about, a spear. Seek armament. Yeah. Giant ahead, therefore something incredible required ahead. Weak foe ahead. So I have a feeling this is going to be a bit of a gimmick boss, you know, only reasonably able to kill him if you have the spear, the weapon that can kill him. I forget what dialogue we learned that from exactly, but... Cool skill that he has here, though. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. Yep. So, I'm not going to do that quite yet. I will wait until I have got the spear. Now, this could be a Yorm situation, where the spear is in the room.
Lady was I not warned by the...
Okay. Frame rate. Nothing new.
You're still alive,
Okay.
Well,
It appears like that's it for the quest line until we go kill him.
Won't you consider having our Lord will... Won't you consider having an audience?
Okay. What about Patches? Anything new from you, Patches?
Hello again. Welcome to Patch's Emporium.
Actually gonna buy a couple things.
Cheers for that.
So, do we continue exploring this area, like Volcano Manor? This whole thing we couldn't get into. I wonder if we can get there from the back end some way that I didn't notice. So I'm actually going to go to the other side and see if we can't get there from up top. The reason I don't want to check to see quite yet if it's a Yorm situation is because you don't have Homeward Bones in this game. You can't just teleport out of an area back to the last race unless you want to lose all of your runes. So sorry, Torrent. Now, this is how we got the comet spell that I can't remember the name of. Yeah, we'd have to get up top, like, over the thing, and I don't think there's a way to. So I don't think that's climbable. Yeah, that doesn't look doable. So there must be another way somehow to get to that upper section just by traversing through the level, perhaps like from this side. So let's go here. And let's see. So let's see about areas we haven't gone to yet. We've explored all around the bottom here. It's that way we haven't gone yet. Or is it? Hold on. Oh no, we have gone this way, we just never made it up there. So I didn't go up there that way? Oh no, we did. Hold on. We did do that. So that down there was where Patches actually sent us. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I can make it over to these areas down there. So we have actually explored all of this. You could probably make this fall, in fact. Maybe? Maybe not. But that was a dead end. There's nothing else over there. We had to get up top. Wait, hold on. It looks like there's a cage, like a lift there. But there's a bridge that leads to the top of that house where that door was locked, so that's presumably how we would open that. We can have Littell here, so let's just summon her. Because we have a lot of these, oh, I forget what these things are called. They have a very strange name, these things. I believe there is an omen killer around here as well. That's nice. Saves us some money. Probably just comment here. Mm-hmm. You know, there's another one of them inside here. Fighting those as a mage, way easier, by the way. Nothing else upstairs here. We already grabbed the item. Let's go into the town area where that omen killer is and fully explore that, because we haven't done that yet. I like the range on that running R1 as well. Very nice. Ah, okay. Yep. Yep. Erd Tree Seal. The Elden Ring is shattered and the Erd Tree is dulled from its former radiance. Earnest faith continues to hold the answers. A formless sacred seal decorated with an Erd Tree crest once the focus of religion in the lands between. So it looks like it's just a really good scaling faith seal. So if you're gonna go pure faith, you get a base unupgraded has a C, so I'd say it's pretty good. If you were to do a pure faith caster, that might be a really good option, actually. Okay, that looks like all into this building. This area is actually not as big as I thought, because we've done all of the down below in the lava stuff. It's just this house over here now. Classic cannot open from this side. Yeah, I was expecting that, no Littell. Like, the FP cost to damage ratio for Glintstone Pebble, probably the best in the game. Not gonna lie. It's good. He did a lot of damage. Before I go down, I want to try the other side path. Actually, there's multiple pathways I could go. Yeah. Okay, just as a drop down to get back around from the top. It's my usual rule of thumb, always go up before you go down. If you go up, you can always drop down, but if you go down, it's much harder to climb up. Even in the case of this game where you have a jump, it's still not easy. And through here, there is a drop down right there that we can go to. Doesn't look like we can make this jump though. Might just be going to this drop down. No damage. Nice. Ooh, that damage. Very good weapon, by the way. Albinauric Staff and Mask. Oh my god. Okay. That side. Jump down there. You have a ladder here. I'm hoping this takes us up to that other item. It does. Golden Rim 10. Anything around back? Nope. Okay. Pretty sure that would be death, though, if we were to drop all the way. And this goes back up, right? Yes, okay. All good. This thing ain't even fully upgraded yet. Still has one more to go. I'm going to assume this is the gate that leads down to the lava area that we couldn't open from the other side. Yeah. Yep, okay. Kind of shortcut. Kind of. There's a grace. I won't rest, but I'll sit. Or, I won't rest, but I'll light it. Activate it. Okay. And that's everything? Right? There's a summoning pool there, which is kind of weird. I suppose it's because people who are going to go this way, maybe the boss is through up to that thing. Let's find out. Sure, we checked this out, and I thought it was a dead end. I guess from afar I took a look and maybe we never came up here. There's definitely two separate lifts that we can take up. Possibly more. Looks like this one goes up to the shortcut, this one goes up to the caves. We know that this is where the boss is, though, so... let's take this one first, because this goes back towards the manor. want to go activate this bridge before anything. So now we have a shortcut to this area. Or we will. I might give that a couple days before I'd be, before I'd feel safe walking on it. But we have the shortcut now. And there's another fog wall there. I'm going to explore first, though. Oh, I didn't rest yet. Looks like I better get ready. Oh, this goes down. Oh. I was not expecting that. I can summon Lutel here. This is looking a little bit like a boss area. Final last words. Yeah, fair enough. We have this shortcut now, though. Haven't been to that area yet. Can see a boss fog wall there, though. will be a snake this time. He's on that end, though. And this time we will summon and pre-buff before he comes in. Put a time limit on that cell, just get that good. Let's pre-buff right here. And let's try rock sling on him. I don't know how good physical damage will be. Cool. Even if all this was just a Dragon Heart and a Smithstone 7, which is what it looks like, that is totally fine. Alright. Let's go into the church and try and make our way back into Volcano Manor. Because, in case you don't remember, we went down this hallway and went through some false doors, and that was how we ended up down here. Went through like a hidden area, and then tried some other nonsense, and ended up in the church. But there's another church here, like, below. So, let's go see what's with that. There is another boss room, like I said, so wouldn't mind seeing what's up with that. Wouldn't be surprised if we get invaded here. Oh, a boss. Okay. Okay. Noble presence and Godskin Stitcher. Serpent's Amnion. What in the world? Amnion from a womb that bore unintended offspring. Amnions From the mother's womb, which cradled the poor, unwanted offspring of a repellent birthing ritual. It will never dry out, remaining damp indefinitely. Gross. True. So yeah, Darkmoon Greatsword, very strong. Is it better than the Moonveil Katana? Probably not. It's probably just, like, slower and not as good. But who cares? Okay. There was another path over here, though. Okay, so this will be a shortcut instead. So, let me go back up. Looks like below would just be death if we tried that. Okay, drop off, there it is. This looks a whole lot like the lake where you would fight the old Iron King. was thinking, oh, I'll grab a weapon with quick step. Don't have one on my bar available. Well, we definitely can go over there, but I'll look for a grace or a shortcut first. Then I'll go back there. Or perhaps I can drop down from there. Oh, okay. So, I know where I am. I'm up above that previous room. I can also just maybe drop off from there. I have to do a whole lot more platforming now. Redo all that. That's fine. As long as I don't kill myself on the way. Yeah, I should have a dagger with quick step on it to for this exact reason, but I will just drop off of the bridge there instead. Well, maybe that's not a smart idea either, because then I don't have an easy way back. Let's see if we can just find a grace up ahead instead. Ugh. Ah, okay. Shortcut. Ah, a drop-off point as well. So this will be this shortcut. Good. Let's grab this drop-off here as well. That's a fantastic. I'll rate them both, even though it's a copy. I did see the ladder there. might be something, but it'll be painfully slow to check. So let's go up the ladder. This can probably backtrack to before the shortcut, maybe, or maybe somewhere else. Yes, okay. Okay. Should be almost back at the manor proper. Okay. Was worth a try. Oh, okay. Internet cut. Hold on. Okay, I'll just go offline for now. That's fine. Don't think it's my internet. So. Ah. Okay. Wonder if that takes you to the boss room without having to do the quest line. I'm beginning to think more and more that the weapon to kill the boss with is in the boss room. You'd use 2 here. Now, if this is anything like the Yorm fight or... oh, I forget the Demon Souls boss. Then the weapon should have, hopefully, no requirements. Oh. There's gonna have to be another way up, because we can't get there from this side. Interesting. Seedbed curse, huh? Well, bad timing. Drink that just to get my bubble. Give me 2 hits instead of 1. I could, of course, teleport away if I wanted to. Royal Knight's Resolve. Which door will this be? This one. Okay, not the one I was expecting.
Hello again. Cheers for that.
I am believing that we have done everything now except for... There's a couple other things there. So there was those extra drop downs, and so I have to figure out how I'm gonna get those. Probably some other jumps I can make, and then there was the sending gate as well. Let's spend these for a level. These levels are getting so expensive. We have the elevator shortcut, so we'll take that. And I don't know if I will try the boss tonight or not, because it is starting to get late for me. As per usual, got an early day in the morning, so... Ooh. Let's just run through. As I'm not interested in fighting most of these enemies. Again, my usual... first run through an area, I'll test it out, and then from there on, I will just run through. I don't know how we're supposed to get there. go try the Sending Gate, see where that takes us. I have a feeling it'll take us to the boss room, or outside the boss room, as a means of getting to the boss without doing the quest. But we'll see. Didn't send this back down either, of course. Sending Gate was up top though, wasn't it? Forget where it was. It was outside on the outer section here, I believe, in the back. This wasn't the front part, it was the back part here, right? Am I going crazy, or is that right? No, there's only the one way outside, and it's there. Can't remember where the heck the Sending Gate was. Let's just take the elevator up then. Maybe it was off to our left when we come out here. Maybe it was in one of the hidden areas. Can't remember. Is it here? Was it outside from the drop-off point? Maybe? Where the hell was it? Thought it was up here. Maybe it is after we do the drop downs? I was outside behind the throne here. That's where it was, back there. Oh. Let's see where it takes us. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Let's go ahead and give it one shot. What the hell? Why not, right? Let's see what's up. Okay. No stat requirement. Got it. Perform a powerful lunge Powerful forward lunge and follow up with an upward thrust via additional input. When fighting a great serpent, a long blade of light will appear, revealing the armament's true power. Okay. Well, let's give him a good shot then. Yeah, I didn't think that'd be the end.
Very well.
Disgusting.
Join myself and King as family. Together we will devour the very god.
Sick. Rykard's Great Rune. Cool. That was fun. I wonder if you can upgrade that weapon for potentially New Game Plus. I also wonder what the chick's gonna say now. That was a very cool fight, though. Obviously, it's a gimmick fight, but that was way more mechanically intensive than, like, Yorm. So, I enjoyed that. Yorm's a bit of a joke fight, right? Alright, let's go back to Volcano Manor and see what she has to say now that we have his Great Rune. We can also go to the Western Tower we've already unlocked, so we should be able to enhance this Great Rune already as well. What do you say?
You. It's true then. You've defeated our lord. No. I must thank you. Our lord was yet weak. You have taught us that. Defeat is not the end. Our lord is immortal, and will one day rise again. Stronger. Until then, I must stay the path and do my part. I will leave the Volcano Manor before long. I suggest you do the same. I will miss these encounters. The champion who walks the tainted path shines all the more. I always was an admirer. This is perhaps we will meet.
Interesting. Ooh. What do we have here? My thanks. Do you have anything new to say?
So, you killed Rykard. I harbor you no ill will. The strong take. Such is our code. Even he was prepared to meet a wretched end when he first took blasphemy unto his very flesh. But any road, the Volcano Manor is no more. Though we may yet fulfill an old promise. We hunted our own kind, and took what was theirs. And with everything in hand, the time has come to rise against the Erd Tree. O great who will, hear my voice. I am the recusant Bernal, inheritor of my brother's will, and you will fall to my blade. We refuse to become your pawns. Consider this fair warning. Oh great, I am the we refuse.
The Great Rune of the Shard-Bearer Rykard, devoid of any benediction, seek the divine tower of West Altus, which stands upon the precipice at the coast southwest of Leyend. She's not here. That door is still blocked shut. Wonder if she's upstairs, maybe? Doesn't look like it. Let's go talk to Patches.
Now you've gone and killed Rykard. You scheming little doxy. Cripes, you make this nonsense seem, well, less nonsensical. Perhaps a Tarnished will be Elden Lord after all. But for now, this manor is finished. The demigod beast is slain, and Tanith has lost her head. A fine mess. But how else could it end? When Daddy Ambition's head over heels courting Lady Blasphemy. Well, here I am, untethered, once again. Goodbye, my friend. What is it? Oh, come to make a parting donate? Cheers for that.
Okay. Still don't know how to get into that room. Let's see, if we rest, will she be gone? She is. Let's see. Wonder if that door will be barred shut still. Still blocked shut. Everyone is gone now. Her too. Okay. Well, then I think we're done with Mount Gelnir, but who knows? In the meantime, let's go enhance Rykard's Great Rune, see what it does. We came here quite a few episodes ago. I think before we ever went to Leandel. We came here and got this. I wonder if the old man at Round Table will have anything to say about Rykard, and that we've killed him. Rykard's Great Rune. Restores HP upon attacking enemies. Rykard was amongst the children of Renala and Radagon, who became demigod stepchildren after Radagon's union with Queen Marika. But Rykard fed himself to the blasphemous serpent, Great Rune and all. Its blessing restores HP upon defeating enemies. That is very cool. But I'm going to stick with Radagon's for now for just the stat boost. That's a really cool one, though. Also, it's just dawned on me now that this is the two fingers. And that's probably what it's been every time we've came to one of these. I saw, like, the legs of a giant laying down. Nah, this is just another instance of the two fingers at the top of each of these towers, which actually makes like a lot of sense. Okay, let's go back to Roundtable, see if he has anything new to say, or if anyone has anything new to say. We also have another seedbed curse we could potentially feed to the Dung Eater.
There are 4 more. Nicola, his twin, Melania, Luna Princess Rani, daughter, and the one Rani is said to have saw here at Dog. If you should learn, I'll trade you for. We both design as such.
Okay, so the Halig tree, there's the 2 siblings, Melania and Nicola.
She hides in a cave. She knows the look.
Albinauric woman to the west of the Laskir ruins. I honestly have no idea. I'm assuming he means the Albinauric village, but I just never found her, and I never found what that what he was talking about, because we have the Halig Tree secret medallion right. At the conjoined halves at the activated Grand Lift of Rold, granting access to a hidden path. In other words, the secret medallion will guide the bear to the land of Mikola's Halig Tree. So we have one half of it, and maybe the other half we will get from doing the girl's questline, the girl that we saw here? Or was it here? At one of these we saw her. It looks like, yeah, there's another map thing here. This is probably to continue the giants, right? And then this here is probably towards the Halig Tree. Would make sense, right? There's the pathway here, so if we do the Grand Lift of Rold, it'll probably take us over here, and then we can find this extra area. But this is the keep that she was talking about that we need to go to, I think. So we'll go hop up here to this, and then we'll head across and go up towards this keep, because that's where she said she'll find us. And that's probably where we'll find the other half of the medallion as well, I'd like to bet. We have another seedbed curse thing to feed to Dung Eater. And we have another Great Rune, another Remembrance to check out. Let's see what the Remembrance gets us. Rykard's Rancor released searing spirits that repeatedly explode after a delay. That's what he was using during the fight. And the Blasphemous Blade is a physical fire faith-scaling weapon. Sacred Sword of Rykard, Lord of Blasphemy, remains of the countless heroes he has devoured writhe upon the surface of this blade. Now they share the same blood, bound together as family. Some HP is restored upon defeating an enemy. You need skill Taker's Flames. Raise the Sacred Sword aloft to set it ablaze with blasphemous flames, then bring it down to fire off a forward blast. The flames steal HP from those they touch. Wow. That sounds like a fucking cool sword. That's what that sounds like. Greatsword. Wow. That sounds fantastic. I was thinking about this as a part of the dragon build that I was talking about. Doing a dragon build for one of these, like an arcane dragon build. And this might be an interesting way to go. It doesn't scale arcane, but most of the incantations scale arcane and faith. I have found out that duplicates, like these remembrances, won't carry over to New Game Plus. So it's like, you might as well spend them, basically. I've also seen people using this. So we might as well get that. That one we will pop. I'll take the dragon for this one. Sword for this one. Sword for this one. And then we'll just consume the other remembrance. $30,000. How much do we need for a level? Another 11k. Let's do another level up. I have no intentions of stopping leveling up this character. I'm just going to keep leveling up well into New Game Plus and New Game Plus Plus. And then I'll probably make another character and only level them up to whatever the PvP level ends up being at some point in the future for doing PvP on. But for this character, I plan on taking them through New Game Plus 2 at least for the 3 endings that I know of. Since I might be stuck into doing the Frenzied Flame for ending for this playthrough, since that's what we have. I'm curious if I go to the Giants, I don't think I will have the Maiden to use as kindling to get the fire, like it was said. So I don't know if I'll be able to get the other ember, since she said I couldn't do that now. So I'm not sure about that. I mean, we're going to go through that whole area anyways and kill all the bosses, because I want to. But yeah, I guess that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and consider subscribing. We'll catch you all in the next one.